Grade 2s, and welcome to the Wednesday's maths lesson. Today's date is 10-06-2020. And I've got a funny thing at the bottom of my board. There is the counting in threes number line. So that tells you today we're going to be doing the 3 times table and subtracting using soldier sums and borrowing. Alright, so let's get started. What you need for today is a whiteboard and whiteboard marker, your blue maths books, and your maths brains on. So today's challenge, and I know you're all going to accept my challenge today, and on your whiteboard you are going to draw a simple dot-to-dot picture counting in threes. This picture can just be a heart, it can be a flower, it can be a square. All I want to see is that it is the threes, counting in threes, and it makes some form of a picture. Then please send that picture onto your group so we can have a look that you accepted the challenge of today. Right, so when we practice counting in threes, and sometimes we can't always draw our groups because we don't have pens and papers, or because our teacher wants us to do it, mentally. So you can use your fingers. And remember, each finger is one group. So we have 10 fingers, which is 10 groups, and that would be 30. So we are counting in threes, and we have 10 groups. We always count up to 36. So just imagine that there were 2 more fingers on a hand, and then that would give you all 12 groups that you needed. Okay, so if I said to you, what is 4 times 3, or what is 4 groups of 3, you would start and you would say 3, 6, 9, 12. There's your 4 fingers. So 4 groups of 3 is 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. So you can use your fingers. Just remember to count in threes. What is a times table? So we ask you to learn it and we ask you to write them down, but what are they? Well, basically they are just about groups and how many is in that group. So for the 3 times table, it's always going to be 3 in that group. And making groups of 3 and counting them all together is telling you the answer to a times table sum. So if we look at 6 stars, and I say, how many groups does 6 make? Then you say, oh, we have group 1 and we have group 2. So 2 groups of 3 is 6. Or we can write the times table as 2 times 3 equals 6. Do you see my 2 groups? And there's 3 stars in each group. So it's groups and it's counting in a number. So let's look at one more. There I've only got 3 stars, so it means I've only got 1 group. And I write it as 1 group of 3 is 3, or 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so group is times tables. So let's practice the 3 times tables together. You're going to write your 3 times table on your board, but have a look. There I have 1 group. 1 group of 3 is 3, and the times table is 1 times 3 is 3. 2 groups. 2 groups of 3 is 6. So my sum is 2 times 3 is 6. 3 groups. 3 groups of 3 is 9. My sum is 3 times 3 is 9. 4 groups of 3 is 12, and the times sum is 4 times 3 is 12. So however many blue groups you have, that's what starts the times table sum. Okay, you can see I have 4 big round blue balls. That's my group. So that goes 4. And times, how many is in each of them? It's 3 purple balls. Next one. 5. 5 groups of 3 is 15. So my sum is 5 times 3 equals 15. Right, sorry I made a mistake there on the slides. So please, you know it is 15. As the time sum says, 5 times 3 is 15. Next one. 6 groups of 3 is 18, and the sum is 6 times 3 is 18. So I hope you've got at least 1 to 6 written on your board. Now we are going to continue up to 12. So I have 7 groups of 3 is 21, and the sum is 7 times 3 equals 21. There's my groups. 8 groups of 3 is 24. And my time sum is 8 times 3 is 24. Lots of groups now. 9 groups of 3 is 27. 9 times 3 is 27. And 10, you must be able to remember it because we did it. 10 groups on our fingers is 30. 10 groups of 3 is 30. So 10 times 3 is 30. Almost there. 11 groups of 3 is 33. 11 times 3 is 33. Last one. 12 groups of 3 is 36. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, so send a picture through. If you need to go back and watch that, please do. So remember your groups is your times tables. Okay, now, after you've sent the picture, you can rub that off your whiteboard. We are going to now continue with our soldier sums. So let's do a practice on our whiteboard. 72 take away 48. Set it up in your tens and ones for me. Pause the video and come back to have a look. So I start with the ones and I say the sum is 2 take away 8. Hold on, I can't do that, grade 2s. 2 is too small. So I have to knock next door and I say, Mr. 70, please can I have a 10? So he says, sure. We cross out the 7, he becomes a 6, and I give the 10 over. So now I have the sum 12 take away 8 in the one's house. So 12 take away 8 is 4. Then I jump next door and I say, 10s, your sum is 6 take away 4 is 20. 24 is my answer. Good job. Let's do another one. 30 take away 5. Okay, pause the video and then come back to have a look. And I say 0 take away 5. Oh no, I can't do that. 0 is too small. So I need to knock next door and say, Mr. 50, please can I borrow a 10 from you? So he says, of course you can. We cross out the 30. He becomes 20 and he gives me a 10. So now the new sum is 10 take away 5, which is 5. And I then can go next door to the 10s, and the sum is 2 take away 0, which is 2. So my answer is 25. So let's look at today's work then. Oh, we've got a monster marathon on page 27. You're going to complete it in your maths book. And then you're going to write the date, which is 10-06-2020. Please learn your 3 times table in your white homework book on page 43. Write them down, say them out, sing a song, but keep practicing your 3 times tables for me. All right. Enjoy your maths work today, and I can't wait to see your pictures. Bye.